Sorry, whistle.
Yeah, I think the whistle will be fine. If you just want to, I'm ready when you go as well.
Okay.
So, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have our last performance here at the Street Cafe on our first day. We've had some sunshine, some rain, some everything else in between, but we're really delighted to have Mick and Aoife here playing for us. They're fresh off the plane from Italy this morning, so they put this weather on just to acclimatise them back to our kind of weather, but we're really delighted to have these guys here. They're going to play for 45 minutes or so, and please put your hands together for Mick O'Brien and Aoife.O'Brien.
Thanks a minute, just to put you at ease, like we were over in Italy and it was only 36, 37 degrees, but when we were leaving this morning it was raining as well, so they have the same. So it's good. It's good to know that they have a little bit of rain too. But it wasn't really good for the pipes, but that's okay. But it's great to be here, and we're going to start from maybe with a couple of jigs. Music, we did a project with music from Canon Goodman, which is music collected around the 1860s in Ireland, 1850s and 1860s, which was really after the famine. So this is probably, collected after the famine. So this is music probably collected around the time of the famine, or would have been played around the time of the famine. A lot of the tunes we'd recognise, like the first one, The Road with a Dove or The Black Robe, slightly different versions, but then obviously there's new material in it as well that would have been lost apart, you know, if it wasn't for the likes of Canon Goodman. So we start off with a couple of jigs. Okay, thanks. We're going to continue on with a couple of traffic. And the motorbikes are not in tune with the drones. We're going to continue and play a few tunes on the whistle with Aoife. I don't know if you know the great, I'm sure you do, the great accordion player, Tony McMahon. But he went on a tour with Barney McKenna years ago. In the 70s, they went all around Brittany. And they were down in this little green, I think it was like the what do you call it, the 2CV, what do you call it, the French car. But it was a van version of this kind of a vivid green colour. But they played loads of music all around Brittany, and one of the tunes that they played with an introduction with Barney on the banjo was the Battle of Aughrim, the march. And then we're going to put two tunes behind it. They're both from the accordion player from the Midlands, a fellow called John Joe Cannon, a great big old character. But so we tried those two tunes. I think the first one was called John Moore's, and then it's the Strokes Town Jig. it's one of my favourites. It's Stormont Creek, and a few jigs after that. Feel the pipes changing already, just completely different climate. So. There was a lot of the pieces were written down just very, very simply. So so you just have to kind of make your own kind of versions of them. This is a lovely piece called The Gracious Fair Lady. And afterwards we're going to put in, like, it's just a Hartney's, I think, Hornpipe 139. So there was no name or anything where we collected from. Apparently, Goodman collected, the volume was called Tunes of the Munster Pipers. So in the Munster region, in the 1800s, obviously there was a lot of pipers in the region, like, so you're talking Cork, Kerry, possibly up as far as Limerick, Tipperary, Waterford, that area is where he collected. He was a Protestant minister, he was a native speaker, he was a piper, he was a singer, he was a flute player, so obviously and a good musician, and I think played piano, but could also write this music down. It was in Trinity College in Dublin for a long time until the great Brendan Brannock started working on it, and then Hugh Shields finished it off. So it's kind of a treasure, like any of the music that we have written down over the years for Irish piping or Scottish piping or Breton music, whatever. So it's a treasure. And then we put another tune after that, kind of a march, and we've kind of doctored it a little bit, made it into a Stratsby, I think, something, a polka, whatever. It's it. We could change very quickly.
My fiddle things were still in Italy.
Wait till we get back to the Mediterranean climate in Dublin.
a bit of a fiddle tune now. It's kind of in the style of Tommy Potts, the Dublin fiddle player who was known for his various improvisations on a tune, and actually what he really did was rewrite a load of tunes, and it was an interesting character. There was a great documentary about him on TG Carr called Care Tommy Potts, and there's actually an album, and there was the album he made was the Liffey Banks, and then they produced another album, I think it was Peadar O'Loughlin even, who got the tracks together, and he has many interesting speeches about how he grew up with the music, listening to the pipes. But the reason he couldn't play the pipes is because every time he strapped them on, he started to play and hold his breath at the same time, because he was using so much concentration. So as a retired piper myself, I feel his pain, and as you can see, I picked the lesser instrument, the fiddle, as did he. So I'll give it a blast anyway.